S is nothing but the social distance or the physical distance. Please maintain the distance. And if the opposite person is coming closer to you or moving towards to you, means please you move back and tell the person to maintain the distance. Please don't be closer to the other person when you are going out, and don't be in group. Please maintain the distance. Now moving to the mask, that is M. So please make sure that always when you are going out, cover your face. And moving to the next one, that is S, nothing but social is soap or sanitizer. Frequently wash your hands with the soap at home for every 2 to 3 hours. And when you are going out, please maintain a small pocket sanitizer. When you touch the things, immediately you can able to sanitize your hands. I hope you all are following these instructions. As you all are grown-up children, better might be you are careless at home in few things, but make sure that this is not a time to do like that. Please be cautious and follow the instructions given by your parents at home, and do not trouble them. Please support them and try to do the household works and help your mother in the kitchen, everything. Here, please make sure that you should be a very good child for your parent, right? Now, moving to the previous class, that is about the ideas of development we are discussing. In the last 2 videos, we have discussed about among the 4 topics about the goals. Here, on the whole, it is nothing but a person who is making more money, he may not be having the good respect in the society. Yes or no? The development maybe changes from the one person to the another person, and the person who is not completely well developed financially, but the person is having the very good respect in the society. Here, now coming to the next one, that is about the comparing the states or the countries. It is nothing but depending upon all the facilities provided in the one state may be different in the other state. Depending upon the economical development or the financial development may be very good, but in few criteria or in the few categories may not be developed. Right? Example, A state is there. Now suppose Punjab is there. It is very good in the water sources. Other like Rajasthan, it may not be having the very good source of water facilities or the different facilities. So here this such type of changes will take place. Now moving to the page number 22. In the last class we have discussed about how the government is providing the different facilities to us. Yes or no? We are not purchasing the current regularly, or we are not generating electricity at home. We are not getting the river water from the rivers to fulfill our needs for washing, for drinking, for cooking, for all these purposes. So these all things are provided by the government to us. At the same time, the government is focusing on 3 important aspects, that is the food supply to everyone. No one should sleep with the empty stomach, right? The food security program is done for us, and next is a very good education in the government schools at free of cost, and the education is compulsory for the age group of 6 to 14 years is must. And one is a public health facility, nothing but the government hospitals where we can able to get treated easily at free of cost. So these are the 3 important things. Now we will move to the HDR. Here in your page number 22, the green box is given for you. From this box there is a chance of getting the 2-mark answer and 1-mark answer. What is meant by HDR, right? And what are the important aspects of the HDR? HDR, Human Development Report. Right, please. When we realize that even though the level of income is important, it is an adequate measure of the level of development, we begin to think of other criteria. Here we know that for everything, the income, the money is very important for the development. But here, according to the other criteria, money may not be You will see that. Now, there could be long list of such criteria, but then it would not be so useful. So here, we are having a very good memory, but here we don't have good health. Right? No respect, no equality, and etc. Here, in such situation, it is useful when we don't have this all things. Is there the chance of use of this? Now you have to think about this. You have to think. Now, what we need is a small number of the most important things: health and education indicators, such as the one we use in the comparison of Kerala and Punjab are among them. Over the past decade or so, health and education indicators have come to be widely used along with the income as a measure of development. For instance, the Human Development Report published by the United Nations Development, who will declare one particular country is very good, one particular country is not developed, one country is very poor. So, who will give this report to us? United Nations Development Program. So here, UNDP is very important. Who will give the report of the human development? Who will give the human development report? But the United Nations Development Program will give the report that this one particular country is very good in education and health. These are the two important indicators of UNDP. Right? Now, UNDP compares the countries based on the education levels of the people, their state, their health status, and per capita income. So, the UNDP declares that one particular is developed, one particular is very good. So, it consider the three important indicators. With the help of those three important indicators only, the countries are categorized. Now, education, health, and per capita income. What is per capita income? Total income of the population or total income of the country is divided by total population. This is very important answer, beta. Now, what is UNDP? Write the full form of HDR, and who will give the report of HDR? That is UNDP. What are the important indicators to categorize a one particular country's report? There are education, health, and per capita income. These are the three important indicators. Right? I hope you have understood this till here. This PDF is there is chance of getting for the half mark objective also. Half mark, 1 mark, and 2 marks. So total 3 marks. If you learn only about this one particular topic about the HDR, you will get or you can able to score very easily 3.5 marks. So here some data regarding the India and its neighbors is given for you of 2013. Once if you read out this, it will be very helpful for you. Now moving to the page number 24. Now, isn't it surprising that a small country in our neighborhood, Sri Lanka, is much ahead of India in every respect, and big country like ours are such as low rank in the world. So table 5 also shows that through Nepal has this and how per capita income of India. It is not far behind India in educational level. In terms of life expectancy or birth, it is in fact ahead of India. So here our India and neighboring countries data is given to us. Now with the help of this table you can able to understand which countries are very good. Now here the numerical is given for you. With the help of this, you can able to estimate very easily which countries are lying in which categories, and few countries are there where they are lagging in different aspects. So it will be very helpful for you. Now, for example, we'll see. Now, coming to the per capita income in dollars. Now, Sri Lanka has occupied the first place. But here, the HDI rank in the world is 92. So, in all the levels, Sri Lanka is very good. Now, here, among the 6 countries, India is completely, Nepal is completely in the last position. Here, with the help of this, we can able to categorize very easily depending upon what aspects the countries are categorized, or the countries are considered as developed or not. So, moving to the next topic, that is about the development as progress over time. Now, the lower performance on any human development indicators is a sign that certain aspects of people lives need more attention than the others. Now, what are the important aspects? That is education, health, per capita income. Now we'll discuss about this development as progress over time. Now, some countries are ahead of the others in terms of human development indicators. Similarly, some states have better indicators of human development. Though within a state there may be the variations, but here we have 28 states and 9 union territories. Yes or no, beta? Now, among these all states, one state may be completely developed. They don't have any drawbacks, but it won't be the same in the other state where they are having a peaceful livelihood. Here, what all the things are available in this one particular state may not be the same in the other state, but all hold together, if these 3 important indicators are very good in our country, so our country will be considered in a one particular position. So these all may not be in the other country. So here through this also we can say that our country is developed or developing, and other country is not, or they are lagging in few drawbacks. So here with the help of this also we can make the report. Remember that comparison and ranks have little use by them. They are only useful if these indicators can make us think in meaningful ways as why are some behind the others. Now, low performance on any of the human development indicator is a sign that certain aspect of the people's lives needs more attention than the others. Here, the help of this table number 4. The table number 4, the Himachal Pradesh having a very good literacy rate, but here the infant mortality rate is also 36. And the net attendance rate, the school going children are 90. Now, among these 3 states, the Himachal Pradesh is doing very well. So, depending upon the 3 important indicators, the things are considered whether they are developed or not. Now, in the year 2005, the average spending on education by the government. Now, for every year, the budget will be released. Right now, in that budget, the budget will be allocated mostly for the education, health, per capita, for the per capita income, for electricity, for the maintenance of supply of water. For all these things, the budget will be allocated. In the same way, here the budget is sanctioned even for the education of especially for the girl child or for the both. Now we'll see. In the year 2005, the average spending on the education by the government in Indian states was 1049 per child. On the other hand, Himachal Pradesh is spending Now here the whole government is spending especially for the children's education or children health, whatever. Here the rupees 1000 rupees 49 per child they are contributing or they are spending for the one child. The Indian government, suppose in the year 2005, the average spending on the education by the government is spending 1049 rupees per child. But Himachal Pradesh, it is a part of India, it is one of the state of our country, but this government, the Himachal government, is spending 2005 rupees per child. Yes or no? Better here you can feel that the central government is spending this much for the one child. Yes or no? For all the 28 states. But this government is spending per child this one. So here there are the great variation. Here we can't say that this state government is doing like this and the Indian government is doing like this. But here depending upon the government's work, everything will be quite different when we compare the one state to another state. But on the whole, we will consider the development of the country only. Right? I hope you have understood this. Now, the norm in Himachal Pradesh has to come at least 10 years of schooling for the children. Now here the important steps will be taken by the government also. They will make sure that for every state there are the different governments where they will consider more on different aspects. Now in the same way, Himachal Pradesh is also concentrating more on the education. They want that every child should get the schooling of 10 years. Yes or no? 10 years means at least by the 10, every child should be educated till 10th class. So that is the main aspect of the Himachal Pradesh government. Now, though there is a still difference in the average levels of education among the boys and girls, that is across the gender, there has been some progress towards a greater equality in the recent years. Now here, if we talk about this point, means in olden days, the girls are not encouraged to have the very good education and they are not allowed to go outside. Always they should be at home and they have to do the household works. But as the time changes, as many years onwards, the girls are coming out and they are fulfilling their goals, and we can see that along with the boy, even the girls also working together to make the progressive life. I hope you have understood this, right? Now, in Himachal Pradesh, child mortality rate is lower for girls compared to the boys. Here in Himachal Pradesh, you can see that compared to the boys, the girls' mortality rate is very good. Now, boys in Himachali women work outside home. Now here, the Himachal Pradesh, when it is very good state in providing the good education for the children. Now at the same time, they are encouraging the women also to come out of the house and to have the freedom and to fulfill their demands. So in all the fields we can see more compared to the boys, the girls or the women are more. Now here in the above table, now in the page number 26, here we have a small table, a progress in Himachal Pradesh in 1993, 2006. Himachal Pradesh and India. Himachal Pradesh is a part of India only. If you compare a state and the whole India, there is a good progress in a one particular state. If all the states will work like Himachal Pradesh, there will be a good development in our country. Though there is a still difference in the average levels of education among the boys and girls, that is across gender, there has been some progress towards a greater equality in the recent years. Now depending upon the way of working, depending upon the steps taken by the one particular field, there will be a great development in all the fields. Right? I hope you have understood this lesson. Once if you do the thorough reading of the textbook by underlining the important terms or important key points, it will be very helpful for you to attempt all the lesson, all the lesson very easily. Now, from the page number 27, here you have very few important questions which come across in your exams. Your homework will be read lesson 2 and write page 26, first one, third one, page 27, 9, 10. So this 9 and 10 question is very important. You can write in your own words also. These all 4 important questions you have to write in class workbook. With this we have done our second lesson. Take care.